BBC News School Report, we will be talking to MP Colin Beattie.
We will be interviewing him about his job and his views on Scotland. What job involved?
Oh, quite a lot of things actually. I like to think that the main purpose of my job is actually helping people. That's what I was elected to do. But I do an awful lot more. I'm involved in making laws because the Scottish Government has devolved responsibility for education, health, government, quite a lot of important things that affect us on a day-to-day basis. So I'm very much involved in that side. As I said, helping people, I will always keep repeating that. That's a big part of my job. And supporting my community. Those are the priorities.
Colin Beattie is an MP for the SNP party. What do you do for Scotland?
What do I do for Scotland? Well, I said I help with legislation. I sit on the Parliamentary Education and Culture Committee, so any of the legislation that comes forward for that area, I'm involved on a cross-party basis with the other political parties in looking at that legislation, discussing it, debating it. I'm also on the Public Audit Committee, so I'm also responsible with my colleagues for scrutinising how money is spent in Scotland in the public area, whether it's councils or national health. We work with Audit Scotland in order to ensure that these get proper scrutiny.
Has the MSP changed after the new leaders came?
I think it has. I think every leader brings a certain a bit of themselves to it, a particular way of doing things. Now, I think the policies of the SNP have not changed, but what's happened is there's a change of emphasis. So we're much more emphasising the equality side of our policies, so that we're much more keen that our society is less divided financially than it is now, because the people at the top are earning so much more than the people at the bottom, and the people at the bottom really are on very low incomes, and we have to do something about that, and as a political party we feel that's important.
Colin Beattie was originally hailed from Fort Angus and happily adopted Dalkeith as his home. He also realised very quickly that the people of Midlothian deserved more than they were getting from local politicians. Do you see the referendum as a failure?
Yes and no. Obviously we would have liked to win. We were very close, but we didn't. And we have to accept the decision of the Scottish people. However, the fact that membership of the SNP moved from something like 23,000 to 95, 96,000, it's a phenomenal situation to be in. The SNP is at the top of the polls in Scotland by a long way. So we lost, but in some strange way we've also won.
Will there be another referendum soon?
My personal belief is yes. I think there'll be another referendum within the next 5 years, and I base that on my belief that London will not deliver what they promised, and the indications are that they're not going to. That will create a new situation. Another situation which might arise is the referendum on withdrawing from the European Union, which is supposed to take place in 2017. There we have a situation where the majority of people in Scotland believe in staying in the EU, the majority of people south of the border believe in leaving it. Now, if when the referendum comes, the decision is taken to leave, and yet the majority of people in Scotland voted to stay, that would be a constitutional crisis, which might lead to another referendum.
What is the NSP's main policy?
Our main policy is obviously to promote the prosperity and happiness of the people of Scotland. Now, we believe that there's a number of different ways to do that. One of them, which is perhaps the policy we're most known for, is independence for Scotland, because we believe that here in Scotland we should be the ones that decide what our future is going to be, not people down in Westminster. We're local, we know what the problems are, we know what the issues are, we know what the possibilities are, and we're very ambitious for Scotland. So, you know, that is one of our main policies, is to have self-determination.
Why do you appeal to young voters?
Do we appeal to young voters? You're a young voter. Do we appeal to you? Don't answer. I think that young people tend to look to the possibilities for the future. I think young people nowadays are less hidebound, they're less stuck in history. They're much more keen on what's going to happen in the future, how they're going to get jobs, the prosperity that the country will have, the sort of life that they'll be able to expect, the happiness that they can achieve. And I think they're looking at the different political parties and thinking, well, the SNP has a vision. You can agree with it or disagree with it, but we're the only political party with a vision for Scotland that we believe will lead to a better country.
What do you think of New Battle Community High School?
I think New Battle Community High School is a tremendous facility. I think that what's going to be exciting is the new high school as well, which hopefully will be built over the next couple of years. I think New Battle High School is, it serves quite a wide community here. It's doing a good job, its attainment levels have improved, its outcomes have improved, and I think it's delivering to the community and to the pupils in the community. And I like also the fact that, one of my favourites actually is the fact that the school has a tremendous musical side to it. I've been to many of the productions here and they're always of such a high standard. I think it's fantastic. So I think the school's doing things right, it's heading in the right direction, and you know, if I got a second time round to be a pupil, I think I would come here.
Thank you.
Thank you.